Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a winter Copic illustration for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. So now I'm starting off with just testing out different skin tones of the Copics that I have. And I'm going to be coloring this drawing that I did a couple of weeks ago. I posted it on my Instagram and a lot of people seem to like it. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram, just follow me at CRXMBCAKE because I tend to post my in progress on my Instagram. If you haven't watched any of my other art videos on my channel, I really love using Copic markers, and I've been using Copic markers for about 3 years. And over the 3 years, I've learned a lot about how to use them. But I feel like I still have a lot to learn with the Copic markers. So yeah, I'm just gonna be putting her skin tone on, and I think the skin tone that I used was E50. I think that was egg. I really like the way that colored pencils look with Copics instead of inking them all the time. Sometimes when I ink and use Copics, it can come off too harsh, but that's just because I'm not like super good at inking things. So I feel like I go overboard when I use ink, and when I use colored pencils and Copics together, I feel like the look of the drawing looks a lot softer and more natural than inking it. So I'm just playing around with her skin tone and adding shadows. Yeah, so some goals for my channel this year. I really want to at least put up one art video each week for you guys, just to so my channel can grow a lot more. And I want to incorporate more detailed illustrations instead of just like pictures, like portraits and stuff like that. I want to have like backgrounds incorporated into my drawings as well, and draw some things that I find challenging. Like I struggle a lot with hands and drawing backgrounds. So I want to be a lot more involved with the types of drawings that I do. So if you guys have any ideas of the types of drawings that you would like to see, or just cool ideas in general, definitely leave those in the comment section, and I'll see if that's something I'd be interested in trying on my channel. And of course, leave suggestions of different like art challenges that you see on YouTube. So far, I've only done the cheap art supply challenge, and that was a lot of fun, but I want to try some other ones out. All right, so I am taking my brown colored pencil and I'm just defining more of her features to make them stand out. I just really like the way Copics and colored pencils look together, as I told you guys, but I do want to practice my inking this year so I don't have to always do colored pencil and Copics together. And I'm taking this blush colored pencil and I'm putting it on her lips, her cheeks, her nose. And I'm also taking like a violet color to add to her shadowed areas. Yeah, so the overall color scheme of the picture is going to be purples and blues. Her scarf, her hat, and her sweater are going to be purple colors, variations of purples. I initially was going to make her scarf like all purple with different purples, but I did want to break up some of that purple and leave some areas white. So that's what I did. And especially if I was going to keep the sweater so dark, I made the sweater this really dark eggplant purple color. So I went in with my purple Coal Erase pencil and I started to define like the texture and all the bumps and everything on the hat. And then I took this blue violet color and I put it on the hat. I wanted it to match some of the plaid in the scarf. And I can't tell you guys like specific colors that I use for this drawing because I didn't write them down. The only one I remember really was the skin tone, which was E50 eggshell. So yeah, so I wanted the hat and the scarf to match. And I didn't want to use that dark eggplant color for the hat because I felt like visually that dark color worked out being at the bottom of the picture, and I felt like if I put the dark hat on her it would be a little bit too much. So I wanted to keep the top of the drawing a little bit more light. All right, so I'm just gonna take this blush colored Copic and rose up her cheeks a little bit more. add a little bit more pigment to her lips and a little bit to her nose. And I went back in with my colored pencil and added some more texture and little wispy hairs to her hair to make it look more realistic. So I'm going to be using this white crayon, and I'm going to be doing a watercolor resist technique. You can do this with any kind of like waxy based material, either crayons or oil pastels. So I'm just putting little white dots all over the background because I want the background to look like it's snowing. So I'm going to put my little dots on there first, and then I'm going to take my watercolor set, and these are supposed to be kind of like metallic watercolors, but they really don't look like it. They kind of do. I guess if I use less water and more of the watercolor, it would look more metallic. But yeah, anyway, so after you put your white crayon or oil pastel down and you put your watercolor on your paper, everywhere that you put your oil pastel or crayon is going to resist the watercolor, and it's just going to appear white in those areas. So I thought that was a little cool thing to do. And I'm going to add, I'm going to use my Signo Uniball white gel pen to create some snowflakes and add more like snow details once this watercolor dries down a bit. So I'm just going to continue adding highlights and snowflakes throughout the picture. I decided to put a highlight on her lips, and I think that was a really nice touch. It made her lips look super glossy. It was just a nice touch. This was actually a really fun piece to create, and I hope you guys enjoyed the picture. I'm just going to let the music play for the rest of the video because this is basically how it turned out, and I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, leave me some suggestions of different kinds of art videos you would like to see in the future, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.